and welcome to my channel. My name is Ria, and in this week's video I'm going to show you how to crochet a button using the bullion stitch or the roll stitch. I made this cardigan about April or May, I think, and I didn't use it during the summer because in Greece it's really hot. It's hot right now. We have about 28 degrees. It's like a small summer. And I thought I would make these buttons in order to use it for fall and winter. I made the first button as I show you in the next chapter, just using my crochet hook, but the button I made was a little bit big for the buttonholes I made for this cardigan. So I thought I would find another way to use the same stitch and make the buttons a little bit smaller. I saw too many videos. I never used this kind of stitch before. I saw many videos. They used some straws, a second crochet hook, and they used a special hook with I think it's lacho. I don't remember the word. And I thought I don't need to buy something I won't use another time probably. I thought I would find a way to make a button just using an embroidery needle. I think all of us, because we knit or we crochet, we have these kinds of needles with the big hole that you can use for these kinds of yarn. So I thought I would try it, and this is the button I used at the end because you see it's not very heavy. You don't see my cardigan going like that. And it was the right button for the buttonholes I made for this cardigan. So I thought I would show you both. The first button is just by using the crochet hook, and the second is with the crochet hook and an embroidery needle. So before I start, I would like to remind you, if you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. Let me start with the first button and then show you the next button. I start by making a magic circle, by crocheting with this one 6 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I pull my yarn and close my circle with a slip stitch. And this will be my first row. One stitch by rolling all the yarn around this one stitch, and it has to be at the same height as the chain that you made. So most of the times is 7 to 5 stitches, or even more if you like, if you have a very thin yarn, a fingering weight yarn. So in this case I'm gonna yarn over my hook 5 times very loosely, because 7 times will be difficult enough to show you. And I wrap around my hook, the yarn around my hook very loosely, as I told you before, and I go to the stitch below and pick up my yarn. And now the most of the videos you will find show you that you have to pass the yarn all through the stitches once. I find it very difficult to do it this way, only using the regular hook and not the latch hook. So I pass the yarn from the first two and the next one and the next one slowly. Up. You see, I have not tightened the yarn around my hook. It's loose enough. So I do it one by one. It's not something difficult, it just takes time to do it. And then I make the secure stitch here. So the next I will show you again. I wrap around my hook 5 times very loosely, go to the next stitch below, pick up my yarn, and then stitch by stitch I come across all the yarn I have in my hook. See, it's a little bit difficult for me to pass it through all the stitches just in one time, so I do it slowly. Then I show you again. I think it needs practice, but I don't think it's a very quick stitch you can make for a long time. Okay. Slowly, one by one. Oops. Okay, and this is the bullion or roll stitch. By just using your hook, because your regular hook, because there are other types of hooks that you can use, or techniques by using 2 crochet hooks so that they can help you. But if you practice a lot, it just takes time. So now I will show you how I made my button by using my embroidery needle. I will start my button with the same way I showed you before, with a magic circle, and I follow the pattern for the circle. I make 6, counting this one, stitches. Six crochet stitches, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm 2, 3, I crochet very loosely, 3, 4, I will start my button by making a magic circle. So I wrap the yarn around my fingers, make a cross, an X, not a cross, make a single crochet, and this is my first single crochet. I have to make 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I pull my yarn, not very strictly. I don't want them to be, I want to see the hole between my stitches in the middle, and I make a slip stitch. Pull a little bit my yarn, and now I have to cut the yarn about 2 meters. Let me see how much is in inches. It's about 80 inches. So if you it depends from the yarn, it's not the same. So I pull the yarn I need, and I take my needle and now that I have the yarn in my needle, I have this stitch here, and I pass the yarn inside my loop so that I can secure the circle I made with my crochet hook. So I find the hole here, and I pass my needle through the hole from the underside of my circle. Now I do it one more time, and this time I don't pass my needle all through my circle. I will hold my needle like this and wrap the yarn around my needle 12 times. Okay, let me show you. I have this thing on my needle. Now I will hold with my fingers the yarn that it's wrapped around my needle, and I pull gently my needle through this yarn. So I hold, I don't let go, sorry for the noise, and pull my yarn slowly. You don't have to be hasty if something is the first time you are doing it. And now I have my first bullion or roll stitch with my needle. I try to secure by passing the needle from the downside of the underside of my circle. Pull the yarn, and now you see it's ready. So the next one, again 12 times, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold my yarn with my fingers and gently pull the needle from my yarn. It's not, I have pulled the yarn enough this time, so you see here, I pull the yarn like that and I have my 2 stitches. I do the same thing like I do when I crochet a circle, so I increase 6 stitches every time I change my row. So I made 6 stitches with my hook, so with the needle I will make 12 bullion stitches so I can have my full circle. I will open the video again when I'm almost finished. Now I have made 10 times the bullion stitch and I need to make it 2 more times, so I don't follow the line around. I see where there are gaps so I can fill in. You can do the same, and I just wanted to stop and show you how I do it. If you see gaps, fill in the gaps. You don't have to be around like when you are crocheting. So I have 12 roll stitches to my button, and all I have to do now is secure the yarn. I don't cut it off, I will leave it because I want to sew it on my cardigan. And I have much yarn, as you see. And this is my button. So this was the 2 buttons I made for my cardigan. I used the second one, as you can see. I hope you liked this video. Please, if you like, press the like button, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be informed every time I upload a new video. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.